Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we finally got that Stage 1 93 octane tune from EQT Tuning done on the car. And I lied, I didn't start filming this right after I did the tune. We did the install about 6 or 7 months ago, probably about 10,000 miles ago to be honest. And let me tell you, it is fantastic. Come on, check out the car. So we also just got it detailed, so it looks absolutely special and clean and nice and shiny today. And I'm gonna do some driving. We're gonna get to some back roads, do some pulls, and kind of give you my impressions of what it's been like almost a year now with a Stage 1 93 octane tune. Boy, oh boy, I love it. It really just woke up the car, gave it a completely different personality. And I think it's really what the GTI is missing. It was quick enough as it was. I was looking back at some of my old footage, some of the original thoughts that I had about the car, and I remember it being quick, but now it's just punchy, and we're gonna talk more about that in a second. But come take a look around at this beautiful GTI. It's the Rabbit Edition in cornflower blue. My favorite color. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased there because I did buy it for that reason. But you know, just enjoy it, guys. It's a beautiful car. Like I said, it's the Rabbit Edition. You got some little details with the Rabbit badging here and there, with the black alloy wheels as well that came with it. Some black accents, black spoiler. So you got some things that really make it pop. And yeah, just take it in. Absolutely stunning color. Beautiful, beautiful look. Love the silhouette. Beautiful lines on it. But we're about to get in this baby, take it for a drive. Oh, and by the way, in case you missed it, this is Hoppelman. He is a he. Once in a while, I'll kind of get mixed up between the he and the she, just because oftentimes, you know, we'll refer to our car as a she. But no, Hoppelman is definitely a he. I gave it his personality, especially now with that extra power that he has. This is Hoppelman, which, by the way, Hoppelman means bunny rabbit in German. So I think it's very fitting. It's a Volkswagen. It's German rabbit. So come on in. Let's go for a drive. Let's also take a minute to appreciate the interior detail. So considering this is a 2019, I've had it for 6 years, I'm the original owner. I've always kept it very clean, and occasionally I get a nice interior detail. Not that it needs much, but I always forget how much of a difference a proper detail makes. It just looks that much more shiny, clean, keeping it like new. So just really trying to make sure I'm taking great care of Hoppelman here. All right, well, let's go. So, like I said, Stage 1 93 octane tune by Equilibrium Tuning. Absolutely love it. So this car went from about 228 stock, which really, that's a really conservative number by Volkswagen, as most of you know. It's probably doing a little bit more than that, but after the Stage 1 tune, it should be doing about 330 or so to the crank, according to EQT's dynos. And so to the wheels, you know, take into consideration about a 10 to 15% loss to the drivetrain loss, I suppose. It's really doing about 310, but I think it's probably doing a little bit more in my case. I have the turbo inlet pipe, the inlet tube. You know, it's a modified airbox, as I've mentioned, and we got some wonderful Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, which, for putting the power down, especially on windy roads like this, absolutely wonderful. I can really push it, and there you go. Woo! No problem, no problem. And here's the thing: if you're gonna put a tune on this car, is another thing I did before it. Put a proper set of tires on there, because otherwise, you know, you leave from a full stop. Your wheels are going to be spinning. You're going to have wheel spin when you're hitting those gear changes pretty hard and aggressively if you're driving that spiritedly. And you know, again, power to weight ratio, light little car like this doing over 300 wheel horsepower is more than enough. It was pretty quick before, but now the power delivery comes on so much sooner The turbo spools a lot faster. It pulls harder. The torque curve through the gear ratios is pretty darn smooth. So before, at about 4,000 RPM, 4,500 RPM, that power, the torque would start to drop off significantly. You'll see it in the dyno sheet, and I'll share the dyno sheet in a little bit. But that torque starts to drop off at about 4,000 RPM. With the tune, EQT did such a great job of making sure that that torque curve is nice and steady all the way through. It'll pull pretty hard all the way to redline. But anyway, I mean, just night and day difference on what this car does, and it really should have come this way from factory. But then again, if it did, we'd probably do a tune on it anyway, and you know, it just allows you to customize it more. So I'm not complaining there. Here we go. Just gonna get another feel. Just continuing to drive around and enjoy it, nice and casual. And that's the thing too. So living with this car, everyday drivability is unaffected. I drive it in sport 90% of the time, and it's steady. The power's there when I want it to. If I want to put it in normal or even eco mode, it's nothing crazy, it's nothing outrageous. I am not sacrificing daily comfort, drivability by any means. So as far as power, like I said, I love it. It's more than enough. And you know, some people have talked to me about, you know, do you want to go stage 2, and you know, all the supporting mods that are going to go with it. That's where I'm not in any hurry to go stage 2. There are a lot of supporting mods if you're going to do it right for the proper reliability of the car. I'm not sure I want to do that just yet, but there are some things that I would like to do in the short term that I don't think are going to sacrifice my daily usability of this car and still make it that much more funner. A rear sway bar, for one. It handles great as it is. You guys know that. It's a GTI, it's a wonderful recipe. The engineers did a great job with the handling, even though it does not have DCC, the dynamic chassis control. This particular model is still a wonderful car to drive around windy curves, but a rear sway bar will just give it that much more of an edge. It does make a big difference from everything that I've read and seen. I do want to as well add a dog bone insert, you know, just to help with the power, go down to the tires a little bit better when I am shifting and driving a little bit harder. Coilovers. For aesthetic purposes and additional handling improvement, I would like to lower it just a little bit. I don't want it slammed, but I do want it just a little lower. And as far as sound and tone, I'm interested in an exhaust. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys, what do y'all think is the best exhaust setup? I have heard everything from, you know, keep the stock exhaust, just do a downpipe. I've seen people put in different exhausts on the car. I think some of the more popular ones, shoot, I forgot the names, but anyway, I'll get back to it. I'll look into it. I have a list of I've shortlisted about 2 or 3 exhausts that I hear are pretty great, that would go well with the stock downpipe. I don't know that I want to go with an upgraded downpipe or do a downpipe until I decide to fully go into a stage 2. So in other words, let me know what y'all think is a good aftermarket exhaust for the stock downpipe. So I just remembered which exhaust I was thinking about earlier. The AWE track exhaust, which I hear is pretty awesome. Adds great personality, nice tone and sound of the car, loud enough but not obnoxiously loud where you're going to piss off your neighbors. And the Miltech race exhaust, the non-resonated one, honestly I'm leaning more towards that, because I don't care if my car is just that much more loud. You know, there's some people that are going to be bothered by that. They don't want too much cabin noise, or you know, they're worried about drone. I actually think that's part of the experience, so long as it's not over the top. But again, it's more likely that I'm probably going to be staying with the stock downpipe anyway, so I wouldn't mind throwing on a Miltech race exhaust, the non-resonated version. So you guys let me know in the comment section down below what exhaust setup you think is perfect for the GTI. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do some pulls here in a little bit, just so you see. And like I said, the power, when you get on it, you downshift, you get on the throttle, it just keeps pulling. You feel that turbo come on, spools, and then you just get this nice punchy power all the way up through to redline. The Cobb Accessport itself has been pretty cool. Very simple to use. I haven't got too into the weeds of all of the different capabilities. However, I did take the advice of Jewel City. Shout out to him on YouTube. He's got a really good video where he recommends certain gauges. I like his recommendations. We're looking at the relative manifold pressure to track boost pressure. You have the intake air temperature, and then you got a few gauges that are going to help monitor any potential knock in the cylinders to make sure that everything's okay. Thankfully, after almost a year with this Stage 1 tune, I haven't had any knock issues. I think that just goes to show that, you know, it speaks to Equilibrium Tuning and how well of a job they did customizing the software for this tune. Again, check out that video, Jewel City. He's got an awesome GTI, or had an awesome GTI, and yeah, just gonna keep driving along and enjoy this vehicle. Alright guys, thank y'all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help me get to 1,000 subscribers, and that way I can continue to bring you more videos like this. Y'all take it easy, and I'll see you on the next one. And for those who enjoy some chill POV driving, here you go.